green lock. Face the gear, face the fear. Shadows in the mirror clear. Welcome to the velvet clockworks. Spinning on the thin string, venom in the bling ring. Logic is a dead thing, listen to the bells ring. Rhythm is a ghost, ain't not the quiet host. Fiction on the coast, poison in the daily dose. Beneath the freezing feet, a glitch in the sheet. Code is strictly incomplete. Bounce to the base, running in the phantom race. Wiping off the face, leaving not a single trace. Hypnotic ticking in the digital brain, washing away all the static and shatter the clock, break the lock. We run the block, we feel the shock. Chronologic, supersonic, the electronic, all those spinning demons grinning. This is the beginning. Stutter in the matrix, playing with the tactics, galactic acrobatics, burning up the plastics, rhyme scheme insane, venom in the digital vein. Skip the snare, floating in the empty air, stare at the glare, breathing in the toxic air. Snap to the left, committing a visual theft. Cool, caught in the atmosphere. Nothing is real when you disappear. Shatter the clock, break the lock. We run the block, we feel the shock. Chronologic, supersonic, the electronic, all goes spinning, demons grinning. This is the beginning. Tick tock. System drop. Lights out, neon bleeds, feeding on the unseen seeds. Snap the neck, wrap the deck, cybernetic wire check. Neon poltergeist incoming. Violence breaking all the silence, chemical alliance, defying all the science. Look into the prism, trapped inside a schism. Exercise the system, rhythm is a prison. Move, sway, decay, flipping night into the day. Holographic trace, melting down the human face. Glitch in the flow, walking where the shadows go, stealing up the show, moving incredibly slow, floating on the heavy baseline, walking on the digital borderline. Yeah, we all slave. Shadows calling out the deep. Yeah, we all slave. Secrets that we never keep. Phantom traces, empty faces, digital embraces. Orgo playing in the back, plotting on a sneak attack. Flicker on the screen, green machine, unforeseen. Clean routine, not dirty at the scene. Rhyming in reverse, diving in the heavy curse. Stutter in the phrase, walking in the purple haze. Pixelated mind, leaving everything behind. Deaf and the blind, beautifully designed. Catch the frequency before it dies. Look into the neon poltergeist. Yeah, we all slave. Shadows calling out the deep. Yeah, we all slave. Secrets that we never keep. Phantom traces, empty faces, digital embraces. Marble playing in the back, plotting on a sneak attack. Neon fades, poltergeist roll. Poison in the copper wire, burning like a sapphire. Liars in the choir, taking it much higher. Synthetic venom. Toxin in the optics, green microscopic. Living in the tropic, mind is philosophic. Just a paradigm, shifting out of time. Something in the slime, committing every crime. High line, beat goes bounce, bounce, bounce by the bounce, bouncing on the beat before the critics can pronounce. Venom in the lungs, speaking in a foreign tongue. Ringing has begun, staring at the midnight sun. Sweet little poison dripping from the sky. Catch the melody before it learns to fly. Break it down, venom running through the town. Wear the crown, smiling like a psycho clown. Wired up, fired up, completely untied up. Music box ticking, toxic clock clicking. Tangling the cables, flipping all the tables, make messes in the fables, ripping off the labels, shatter the glass, moving incredibly fast, living in the past, making the illusion last, synthesize the pain, washing in the acid rain, driving me insane, breaking up the iron chain. Leaving an invisible mark. Break it down, venom running through the town. Wear the crown, smiling like a psycho clown. Wired up, fired up, completely untied up. Music box ticking, toxic clock clicking. Wire cut, venom injected.
Spin around, hit the ground, lost, but I'm finally found. Voodoo in the cold, walking down a broken road. Hologram magic. Hologram magic, 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 magic. Gravity is failing, ships are never sailing, frequencies are wailing, sanity is tailing. Up is down, down is out, silence is a heavy shout. Twisting in the roundabout, eating all the heavy doubt. Shift, drift, riff, man is moving very swift. Grab a little kick, making everyone sick. Doing a trick, lighting up the dynamite wick. Hologram ghost bragging on a heavy boast. Floating in the stratosphere, nothing left to interfere. Feel the spin, let the hologram begin. Shed the skin, losing is the way we win. Spiral down underground, never making any sound. Ojol in the deep, waking from an endless sleep. Circles in the mind, leaving legend far behind with a little doll. Bouncing off the padded wall, rhymes in a sec, massive disrespect. Voodoo in the wire, feeding up the data fire, snap to the beat. Shuffling the freezing feet, victory is sweet, ruling over every street. Digital spells in the atmosphere, wiping away every single tear. Feel the spin, let the hologram begin. Shed the skin, losing is the way we win. Spiral down underground, never making any sound. Ojol in the deep, waking from an endless sleep. Voodoo complete. Voodoo complete.
Particle wave, dancing in the digital grave. Quantum misbehave. Who you gonna save?
Let's bounce.
01, staring at the neon sun. Matrix is undone. Look at what we finally won. Teleporting minds, leave us just behind. Searching till we're blind, beautifully aligned. Jump, 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 jump. Homes get fit, biting on the lower lip. Bouncing on the bass, wiping up the human face. Speaking at the track, never ever looking back. Quantum little leap, falling in the heavy deep. Schrodinger is stepping in the club. Bass is pounding, heli in the hub. Shift the state, they're bending every rule of fate. Elevate, never gonna calculate. Microscopic, heavily hypnotic, totally chaotic. Music box crying, physics are dying. Covets in the brain, riding on a bullet train. Washing off the stain, breaking up the iron chain. Physics in the blender, universe surrender. Stop the little finger, letting all the venom linger. Garage in the back, plotting on a sneak attack.
watch the dimension pass. Reflections shatter, nothing will ever matter. Midnight paradox.
Left is right, dark is light, giving up without a fight. Trapped inside a maze, burning in a heavy blaze. Illusions multiply, looking at a clone eye. Truth is a lie, tell me exactly who am I?
Step, fake break, swimming in the frozen lake. Paradoxical view, doing what I want to do. Cinematic scale, swimming with the heavy whale. Stuttering the sound, tearing up the solid ground.
A million faces staring back at me, fading into endless circuitry.
Break it all,
Watching the reflections fall,
hear the call.
bouncing off the padded wall.
Infinite space is changing all the empty phases.
Organ playing slow, walking where the shadows go.
Riddle in the rhyme, shifting in the paradigm, pumping up the prime, committing a digital crime. Shattered into pieces, mystery heavily increases. Midnight anomalies, stripping up the comedy. Deep house rhythm, shining like a dark prism, catching up the drift, taking up a heavy lift. Melodic drops falling from the sky, never ever asking reasons why.
Break it all,
Watching the reflections fall,
hear the call.
bouncing off the padded wall.
Infinite space is changing all the empty phases.
Organ playing slow, walking where the shadows go.
Flag on disconnect. Reflect, disconnect.
Rockabye, baby, the system is totally crazy. Vision is hazy, the demons are acting lazy. Cyborg, say and the steel, tell me what you really feel. Spinning on the wheel, making up the final deal. Grinding up the gear, conquering the heavy fear. Whisper in the ear, the apocalypse is here. Stomp, crush, rush, painting with the bloody brush. Glitch in the wire, fading up the data fire. Saw signs in the dark, lighting up a heavy spark. Calling up the dead, messing up the human head. Lullaby of digital destruction. Beautiful and heavy corruption. Smash the floor, giving you a little more. Open doors, settling the final scars. Metal on the metal, putting foot to the pedal. Music box ringing, broken voices singing. Melt on the core, ripping up the dance floor. Screaming out for more, fighting in the cyber war. Syntax error, cultivating heavy terror. Jersey kicking fast, making the illusion last. Syllable grenade, hiding in the dark shade. Spitting out the venom, wearing all the black denim. Spirits crawling out the monitor, acting as the dark conqueror. Smash the floor, giving you a little more. Open doors, settling the final scores. Metal on the metal, putting foot to the pedal. Music box ringing, broken voices singing. Fleet tight cyborg, fleet tight cyborg. Sleep tight cyborg. Red on the black, never turning back. Velvet on the skin, let the dark games begin. Obsidian orbit. Silk and the lace, take every breath, dancing on the very edge of death. Feel the heat, blood is pumping to the beat. Oh, on the street, victory is tasting sweet. Crimson color, entirely, completely another portal in the void. Completely, utterly destroyed. Velvet in the throat, sinking every single boat. Writing what I wrote, hitting every heavy note. Darkness is a blanket wrapping up the whole planet. Hyper pop glitch, scratching up the heavy itch. Stuttering the pad, making everyone mad. Orbiting the core, knocking on the devil's door. Melodic waves crashing on the shore, opening the hidden heavy door. Feel the heat, blood is pumping to the beat. On the street, victory is tasting sweet. Crimson color, entirely, completely another ordeal in the void. Completely, utterly destroyed. Fade to black. Fade to black. Ice on the fire, burning on the heavy pyre. Cold-blooded liar, lifting it up much higher. Fractal nightmares. Frostbite kiss, aiming for a heaviness, ignorance is bliss. Staring at a dark abyss, temperature drop, making all the bodies pot, never gonna stop. Spinning like a broken top, chill, thrill, kill, swallowing the bitter pill. Fractal in the mind, beat the feet completely blind. Shapes multiplying, physics are totally dying. Jersey club kick, doing a demonic trick. Silver in the burning heat, ice is cracking at your frozen feet. Hey, ice and flame, playing an impossible game. Hey, call my name, driving everyone insane. Polar opposite, burning up the monument. Music box nightmare, breathing in the toxic air. Frozen in the track, fire on the heavy bat, launching an attack. Slipping through a tiny crack, let the glacier down, drowning up the entire town. Stuttering the vision, acting with the dark precisions. A syllable geometric, completely, purely electric. Fractal taking over, searching for a four-leaf clover. Four-leaf clover. Four-leaf clover. Ice and flame, playing an impossible game. Hey, call my name, driving everyone insane. Polar opposite, burning up the monument. Music box nightmare, breathing in the toxic air. Cold, 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 cold burn. Pipe in the night, running from the heavy light. Taking up a fight, hiding totally out of sight. Velocity vampire. Sonar in the dark, lighting up a neon spark. Leaving up a mark, biting like a hungry shark. Blood on the beat, moving up the freezing feet. The rhythm is a treat, turning up the heavy heat. Suck, duck, duck, running totally amok. Velocity, speed, fulfilling every single need. Vampire in the cold, walking down a broken road. Carrying the load, ready to heavily explode. Drinking up the sound wave. Dancing on an open neon grave. Hey, feel the bite, living for the endless night. Hey, can you try? Never gonna ever very fast, making the illusion last. Snap to the rhythm, looking through a dark prism. Glitch in the fang, joining up the cyber gang. Offbeat delivery, making everybody shivery. Rapid fire words flying like a flock of birds. Sucking the energy from the room, sweeping with the digital broom. Hey, feel the vibe, living for the endless night. Hey, drain it dry, never gonna ever die. Frequency bleed, planning up the venom seed. Orgo chiming in, washing out the human sin. Bleed out. Bleed out. Bleed out.
End of the line. Everything is totally fine. Drinking toxic wine, watching planets align. Echoes of the void. Apex of the night, giving up the final fight. Swallowing the light, stepping totally out of sight. Zero gravity, losing all the sanity. Pure profanity, killing all the vanity. Drop, stop, pop,
Standing on the mountaintop, echo in the void, completely, utterly destroyed. Cinematic space, melting off the human face. Rhythm is a ghost, haunting up the quiet host. Nothing left inside the black, never ever coming back.
this is it.
Jumping in the bottomless pit,
Lose control.
empty in the broken soul. Absolute void, entirely destroyed. Music box ringing, broken angels singing.
Vacuum in the space, losing up the human race. Final heavy breath, dancing with the shadow death. Stuttering the sound, tearing up the solid ground. Melodic heavy waves, stepping in the neon cave. Offbeat stagger, holding up a digital dagger. Syllables are floating heavily, completely gloating. Deep bass rumbling in the chest, putting every theory to the test. This is it.
Jumping in the bottomless pit,
Lose control.
empty in the broken soul. Absolute void, entirely destroyed. Music box ringing, broken angels singing.
End of transmission.
Cut the strings, breaking all the given things. Sounding the alarm, doing a lot of heavy harm. Neon guillotine. What the little joints, missing all the heavy points. King that he anoints, flip the little golden coins. Master of the play, taking it completely away. Turning night to day, making you strictly obey. Switch, glitch, switch, falling in an open ditch. Neon spider. 8 little legs walking on the wooden pegs, drinking to the dregs, begging for the little bags. Silk on the wire, climbing up a little higher. Preach to the choir, playing with that heavy fire. Weave catch snatch, striking on a little mat. Digital spider acting as a heavy glider. Web of heavy lies, eating up the little fly. Jersey kicking fast, making the illusion last. Single in the data stream, waking from a nightmare dream. Tangled up, drinking from a poison cup. Never stop, climbing to the very top. Arachnid flow, stealing the entire show. Music box chime, committing a perfect crime. Spider in the code, walking down a broken road, carrying the load, ready to heavily explode. Stuttering the silk, drinking up the toxic milk. Offbeat trap, looking at a digital map. Syllable cocoon, howling at the neon moon. Glitch in the venom, wearing all the black denim. Stuck in a sticky thread, messing with the human head. Tangled up, drinking from a poison cup. Never stop, climbing to the very top. Arachnid flow, stealing up the entire show. Music box chime, committing a perfect crime. Got you. Got you. Got you. Porcelain skin, hiding all the heavy sin. Where do I begin? Let the shadows heavily in. Porcelain phantoms. Smiling with a crack, never ever looking back. Dressing all black, ready to launch an attack. Empty little eyes, telling little heavy lies. Falling from the skies, cutting all the human ties. Fake, fake, break, shake, everything is just innate. Venom in the doll, bouncing off the padded wall. Snap to the rhythm, looking double darkism. Hyper pop speed, cutting up the venom seed. Painted lips and hollow hearts, tearing everyone apart. Yeah, drop the mask, doing an unholy task. Yeah, do not ask, drinking from a broken flask. Porcelain doll, acting for a heavy fall. Orgle in the deep, waking from an endless sleep. Makeup on the ghost, burning up the heavy toes. Hunting on the coast, breaking on a heavy dose. Ceramic little crack, slipping in the absolute black. Offbeat delivery, making everybody shivery. Rapid fire words, flying like a flock of birds. Melodic heavy waves, stepping in the neon cage. Shattering the fragile face, running in a broken race. Drop the mask, doing an unholy task. Do not ask, drinking from a broken flask. Porcelain doll, heading for a heavy fall. Orgle in the deep, waking from an endless sleep. Smile now. Smile now.
Sun turning black, picking up the heavy slack. Shadow on the track, never ever turning back. Eclipse protocol. Luna in the face, walking in a heavy daze. Caught inside a maze, burning in the heavy blaze. Orbit in the core, knocking on the devil's door. Settle in the score, begging for a little more. Dark, stark, spark, leaving a demonic mark. Protocol engaged, tearing up the center stage. Eclipse in the mind, leaving logic far behind. Stuttering the sound, tearing up the solid ground. Swallowing the massive sun. Apocalypse has just begun. Total dark, bite
on the iron. Waking up a heavy lion. Living in Zion. Everybody totally dying. Western marionette.
the sky, watching you and I. Never telling
industrial lullaby.
Pupils dilate, chilling up the heavy fate. Love turned into hate, staying up incredibly late. Vision is a blur, making strange things occur. Everything for her, wrapped inside the heavy fur. Look, stare, glare, breathing in the toxic air. Industrial lullaby, making all the demons cry. Snap, snap to the kick, doing the demonic trick. Melodic deep dive, struggling to stay alive.
Blinking is a luxury.
Trapped inside this circuitry.
Watch me now, breaking every single vow. Tell me how, wiping sweat upon the brow.
Visual assault, locking up the final vault. Cordial in the deep, waking from an endless sleep.
I was getting wide, nowhere left to heavily high. Taking you for a ride, following the heavy pride. Up the nerve snap, caught inside the heavy trap. Offbeat stagger, holding up a digital dagger. Syllables of loading, heavily, completely gloating. Industrial bass, melting off the human face.
Watching every single move.
Locked inside the heavy groove.
Watch me now, breaking every single vow. Tell me how, wiping sweat upon the brow.
Visual assault, locking up the final vault. Cordial in the deep, waking from an endless sleep.
Once.
Blink once.
Blink once.
Beeping in the wire, feeding up the heavy fire. I'm in the fire, cutting up the heavy tire. Venomous wires. Vortex in the brain, washing in the acid rain. Breaking up the chain, driving me completely insane. Digital breeze, dropped into the heavy knees. Begging for a please, catching a severe disease. Spin, twirl, whirl, showing off a little pearl. Crazy fucking fast, making the illusion last. Venomous wire, feeding up the data fire. Glitch in the vocal, making it extremely focal. Storm is getting very near, whispering into your ear. Feel the dust, turn everything to dust. Spin around, tearing up the solid ground. Cyber heavy storm, losing every single form. Music box ringing, broken voices singing. Broken voices singing. Tornado in the go, walking down a broken road. Carrying the load, ready to heavily explode. Hurricane beat, knocking off your freezing feet. Offbeat madness, curing all the heavy sadness. Syllable grenade, hiding in the dark shades. Spitting out the venom, wearing all the black denims. Swept away in the digital wind, washing away the heavy sand.